Hi, and welcome again to Wisdom Springs. Now, at one time, mankind thought he was the center of the universe, that the sun, the stars, the moon, the planets all revolved around the earth. And the earth was just there, watching and seeing the stars, seeing the suns going around the earth. But then after a long time, when scientists started coming in, and one of them was Galileo Galilei, they changed all that despite argument, despite opposition, that we were not the center of the universe, and that actually could be at the edge of the universe. That is, if the universe has an edge, if the universe has an end, and therefore we are not really in the middle of the universe, but far away. And I remember, well, I wasn't there. It's from what I remember reading that Galileo Galilei, who was correcting even the church at that time, that the earth was the center of the universe, he had a lot of problems with the powers that be. Because the status quo at that time was the earth was the center of the universe. And it was for that reason that the universe was created for the earth, when God put the creation on earth, because everything else didn't matter. But then eventually we came to learn, and the science proved it, that we were not the center of the universe. The sun did not go around the earth. It was the other way around. The earth was going around the sun, and the sun and the solar system was also moving. I don't know whether it was the solar system. I know it is moving, but we don't know whether it was going around something. And so since then, we are not as as earthlings, as we are not in the center of the universe. And then we see ourselves, or some people, being called egocentric and thinking, and they are said to be thinking that the universe or the world or everything goes around them. They are the center of the universe, the center of attraction, center of everything. And we cascade them being egoistical, pretentious and proud, and thinking that everything else doesn't matter, but it's only them. And we see this in growing children, particularly after the big toddlers and childhood. They are said by psychologists being egocentric because everything is them. They want to win the set. Up to adolescence, they feel the earth revolves around them, and everybody should either give them or listen to them, sense of entitlement. And they even throw tantrums if things are not happening their way. And these are not just children, even adults. We know, like, there are those who think that things should go the way they want. It's their way or the highway, as it's said. No time to listen to the other person. But then this set me thinking, isn't this how it is supposed to be anyway? But maybe we misuse that need to be the center of, or to feel like we are the center of everything. Because what I know, like as I grew up, I used to wonder if I taste sugar, for example. I know it's sweet, but that taste of sweetness, is it the same kind of sweetness the other person tastes when they take it? Colors, for example, the yellow I was saying, is it the same yellow my friend was saying? Or am I seeing my own different shade, which I call yellow? Yeah. So it really is quite a complicated or intriguing thing to think that the whole universe is expressed through your own five senses. You cannot be able to see or feel the way I'm feeling because you are not me, I am not you. And therefore, I experience the world and everything around me through my own senses. And I don't know how your senses are. When we look at something, there's a tree behind me in this visual background. There's a tree. When you look at that tree or those trees or those bushes, are you seeing the same things I'm seeing? Is the green, you are seeing the same green I'm seeing. Is that green? Is that green really there? Or is it in my mind? Because my mind, my eyes, when they see that green, translates what the light that's coming to my eyes and to my mind, to my brain. It translates it so that I can see that is what I know as a tree. But it could be any other shape. Maybe you are seeing something else, and that's something else you are calling a tree. Meaning, the universe you see, the universe you experience, the world you experience is not the same world I experience. I look at that tree, you saw something else. You could be seeing wood, you could be seeing seeds, you could be seeing medicine, you could be seeing anything. But you may not be seeing exactly the thing I'm seeing. And what am I saying here? I'm saying that the world outside my five senses may not be exactly the same because what I'm looking at is what I have translated it to be and seen it that way. Whatever you see is inside you being expressed, coming out to be expressed, to be seen. But then each one of us sees what we see through through the through the screen of our mind, the screen of our imagination, the screen of how our mind is set. We meet a person, you and I meet a person in the street. You are happy about that person. I'm not happy about that person, but it's the same person. So it's the interpretation of my own my own interpretation of what I see is what becomes my world. And so it appears then my world, my universe, I make it because of the way I see it, the way I translate it, the way I interpret it. That's how my world, that's how my universe becomes. That's how my universe becomes my creation because what I imagine, what I see, and what I like to see, because I have a choice to be happy with what I see or not to be happy with what I see, to interpret what I'm seeing. And therefore, my universe, my world may not be your world, which means I decide how my world should be. I can decide my world is ugly. I can decide my world is full of challenges, full of problems. I can decide my world is not a place I want to be, and therefore decide to do something else so that I experience something else. It is my choice to decide how my world should be. And given a choice, I would like my world to be a peaceful place, a happy place, a joyous place, a place where I will walk every street and be happy. But what's stopping me from getting that world is because of my interpretation of what I'm already seeing from my past, from my present. I see something, and instead of seeing the positive side of it, I start looking for the negative of it and expand it, and simplify it, so that it is a bad world, it's a bad situation. We have the key to make our world actually dance around us. We have the ability to make the world revolve around us because that's the nature. We are supposed to be, not supposed to be, we are. Each one of us is the center of their own universe. Your universe circles or revolves around you, and it revolves through the frequency you want it to. If you want it to be bouncy, revolving in a joyous way, it's up to you. If you want it to be stressful and hurting and tearful, it's up to you. Because what you see is what you get. So what is your choice today? Ah, the answer is within yourself. You can make this world dance around you, or you can make this world cry around you. The choice is yours. And that is my wisdom spring for today. Thank you.